Hello. Well, I hope things are working, and I hope you can hear me okay. I had to, I haven't,
Hello.
nope, I got
I
to
hope
turn off
things
the
are
volume.
working.
Hold on, guys. And I hope you can hear me okay. I had to, I haven't,
Hello.
nope, I got
I
to
hope
turn
things
off
are
the volume.
working.
Hold on, guys. And I hope you can hear me okay. I had to,
Hello.
nope, I
I
got to
hope
turn
things
off
are
the volume.
working.
Hold on. Can you hear me okay now? Because when there we go. Hopefully my speakers aren't you. I hope you guys aren't getting an echo. So hi Rhonda, hi everyone. Tonight, can hear all good? Okay. You do have an echo or you do not have an echo? Um, I used to turn it off on my computer board, and I've got a new computer keyboard thing, and something doesn't work. So we'll get it fixed. No echo, awesome. So if you received your Hey Pumpkin, or let me show you, we have this one. I don't have any more in stock right now. I'm getting more, but I do have this one in, excuse me, this one in stock. And these are on the website, this kit. And this one's the Home Again, Home Sweet Home. Super cute. So if you wanted to pick one, hi Pamela. So if you wanted to pick one up, these are available. Now, also, we have two brand new Doodlebug lines coming, hopefully next week. Well, one for sure. I think one will follow in November. Yes, it's the new, did you guys see Farmhouse? Yeah, being packed right now. So, and then, oh, we discussed so many fun things, but we're going to work on this tonight. Couple things I want to go through with you on is we're going to set up the house. We're going to set up the papers that came in your kit. And if you got your kit, what I did is I already set them up. And I'm going to show you how I kind of set up these kits. And then if you did purchase the die with the ribbons, you might notice that's the house die. And it's not the house per se, but it's all the cute little things in there. And be prepared. There's a lot of cute little things in there and it takes a while. The ribbons could vary. You'll notice they're different than the photo because these were Doodlebug's photos, and we matched the collection as best we could. So things were just a little different color, but they do match. So if you did get the die with the ribbons, okay, who's ready to get started? This is so cute. So the first thing you're going to do, of course, is take everything out of your package, and you're going to take your house. I did set my house up, but I want to show you. Your chipboard does not come in the order, just so you know, that you should be using. And when you're using it, you're going to get flustered when you realize if you put it all together. Okay, your first piece is your house. Super cute. There's no die for this. We will be cutting this one by hand, but the little windows and things that we cut out, if you're using the die, cover everything. And I did show this in the 4th of July house I did. You can cut it and wrap it. It's not bad. It really isn't. But I do want to show you. This is the front of our album. When you go through all your pieces, you're going to notice heavy chipboard, and you have four of the heavy chipboards. Okay, take one. It needs to go on the back. It needs to go on the back. So now that leaves me with three of your heavy chipboard, and it does explain it to you here. You've got four 30-point chipboards, so that is going to be heavier than your 15-point. You have two 50-point covers. This is the first cover, and then the back cover, which is it. These two are going to be your thickest and your heaviest. Then we have four of the heavy chipboard dividers. And then you have 4 of the not so heavy. So here's how I set mine up. The house is going to be first, of course. Then I do put a lighter one. So when we flip that up, we do put something on the back of here, and then this page. So this is going to be one of the lighter ones. They call it 15 point. It's about 110 pounds. Then I want you to take a heavy one, and then I take one of the lighter ones, heavier, lighter, and I just go through heavy, light, heavy, and heavy. You can actually set this up any way you want with those pages, but I don't see the need of having too heavy together, but you don't have to do it that way. And then this will go on, and then our rings. So right now I'm going to set those aside, and we're going to set those aside. I'm just going to actually set this whole thing aside for a moment. So we can get our cutting guide out, because we do have a lot of cutting. And this is just kind of a fun, crafty Friday night together. Hi, Teresa, because we haven't really gotten to craft together, and I miss you guys so much, especially after having a retreat and we're all together. All of a sudden, it's like we're not together and we're lonesome, right? Well, if you have the kit, now remember, if you have the house and want to use something else, you certainly can. Or if you've bought Hey Pumpkin, you can pretty much follow along and use anything else that you want. But Cynthia and the Doodlebug team created this super cute, super adorable, and it's going to be just a great spot for those Halloween photos. Cover, I have die cut, and let me tell you, I like my Cricut because I can do a whole bunch at once, but these are nice to have. And I'll show you in the instructions where they're at. So that's the grass that goes in our cute little window boxes. Those are our cute little window boxes. Grass for the front with the pumpkins. And this is that die. So you're going to get a lot of use. Flower boxes that go in front of the door. You're going to get a lot of use out of that die because you can use it for other things. Then these are the scallops. Look how stinking cute. You can also, you're going to notice on the Home Sweet Home, you're going to cut, if you have this one, and it tells you in the directions. These are all the scallops, and then you lay them out, and you make a scalloped roof. How cute is that? But for this one, we're going to be putting it underneath. We got the door, and then the door segments, and we may or may not get to that because this is a good size fun album. But I did have a lot of you say, I need help cutting, and that's okay. That's going to make it fun. So with our cutting guide, what you want to do first is just go through and set it up exactly. That's what I did. I've got my orange, and I just went down and put them in order so that we can start cutting them. I'll tell you when I get to this one, you're going to see if you have your cutting guide, these are the die pieces. Cut those last. Don't try and make that piece there because I messed it up and now my pieces are all the wrong size, but I'm going to make them work anyway. Or I could run to the warehouse and get some more green, but I don't have it. So, but you're going to want to cut all these sizes first. And then use the scraps. See, my 4s came out 4 by 4, not 4 by 4.5. So, hi, Lori. So it's not a big deal, and I know we can still make them work. And I do have more, but I don't want to go get them. Okay, so we're just going to start with the tangerine, and we're going to follow the instructions. And a lot of this, like I said, is self-explanatory. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's do this. Even though these are self-explanatory, the one request I've been getting was the front of the house. So let's do the front of our house. You've got beautiful pictures. So the front of our house is this stone gray right here. And Cynthia and Allison, look, this is so good. I'm pretty sure it's Cynthia and Allison. Everything has an arrow that tells you bubblegum, the beetle black, the hay pumpkin puffy stickers. Everything has an arrow. It leads to it. So it's really one of those relaxing, fun projects that you can sit and do. But all you have to do is find your piece, which the stone gray. We're going to trim the edges of the windows on doors using our chipboard album. So let's do that first so we can do our cover. And that way we can for sure get this cover done where the rest of it is kind of self-explanatory. So what we want to do, and that's going to be towards the back here because I put them in the order. Yeah, it's after. You have two pieces of the stars with the yellow. They're back here. So there it is. It's a half sheet. You have this one in a 6 by 12. So let's grab our cover. Now they're showing it up in the right hand corner. It's not really going to matter. And we already know that this is 5 by 7. So if you really want to, well, yeah, 5 by 7, you could actually cut it 5 by 7, but I'm not going to. And then I've got a trick. If you have our green, I love the green. I'm out of my big one, but the easy ground runner and the green one, because it doesn't stick permanently. So I use that so my paper won't move. And what a super fun project for the holidays to get us started. And we're just going to draw with a pencil. Now, however you're comfortable, because we can cut these out. The only instructions that you have for this cover piece is, I need to put mine in a book. So I usually take these out and put them in the sleeve protectors, but this is the only instructions that you have. So one thing you can do is totally leave this. I'll show you. We can leave this whole, and we'll do it both. I'll show you first by cutting it out. And you can take this off now and use your cutter. Or we can just use a straight edge knife. So how's everybody's Friday going? You know, it was freezing here. Utah dropped down to 47 degrees, but I love it. The puppies are all snuggled in their beds next to me because they're like, wait a minute, it's so cold out there. And it's just really nice to have fall here for one day at least. So there's the back. It doesn't go on the back though. Let me show you. You will want a hole punch with this. So it is going to go on the front. So a couple ways to do this. You can, however you're most comfortable, you can cut it from behind, or we can just leave it like it was and we'll cut it from the front. Uh-oh. Sounds like one of the granddaughters are here and the puppy's going to have a fit. And then we have a different back. So I'm just going to go ahead with my knife. Oh, Lori, you did yours. Yeah, Lori, you know what? And the polka dot is adorable too. In fact, I really wanted to use that. So Lori has already finished hers, and it does turn out adorable. Now, one thing you can do, this will be on top. You can leave the door. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do mine. Here's the thing. There's no right way and there's no wrong way. Like the 4th of July house I did on my album, you can wrap these. Lori, did you cut out your doors and everything? Okay, guys, also, I got word we picked up the snow globes today. So the snow globes are in stock now. If you've been waiting for your snow globe, they will be going out Monday. Okay, when we get the back on, this is from the die. See, we're going to pop the little door in there. And then I'm going to pop the little, but I'm going to put it together first. These come from the die. And I'm going to pop those on there. If you don't have the die, you'd still have these cute little patterns that come with the house. So you can cut them out, trace them. But the die makes it so much easier. Oh, okay. Well, Lori just layered the paper on top. And that's another option. The thing is with it on top, you have, Lori, did you have the yellow in the back? Do you have to cut it all out? Can't you just put the paper on there? When you say the paper on there, what do you mean by the paper on there, Tiff? Because we do want to see through it, because the yellow goes on the back to show through. So you definitely can layer it, but we're going to be putting these on. You could. I'm going to cut mine out. I'm going to cut out my window. Oh, so see, Lori did cut out her windows. I'm going to cut them out because the yellow is going to show through. Now, this is where you want a blade. And don't worry, your window is going to cover. Or you can draw on here. So Tiffany knows me. I don't always do things correctly. So if there is an easier way, we'll go for it. Absolutely. Get in that corner. Yeah, I really, really like these kits because there's something you can do without this video instructions, but it's more fun to craft together. We are going to cover this whole back, so if you make any boo-boos, you won't see it. See now? And then I'll have yellow paper back behind there. Isn't that cute, the dies? Love them. And I saw the new dies that go with the new Christmas paper. You guys, they're little houses. Wait till you see these. They are so cute. That Christmas paper they're coming out with reminds me of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. the movie. And you can keep those if you want. After you cut out these little squares. Hi, Linda. How are you? So as soon as I get your snow globe kits out, next week we'll also do a video on the snow globe, Halloween one. And tonight when we're finished, I'll show you the Christmas planner we're going to make, because it's that time. Allison, I know. When I saw it too, and Santa Claus and the reindeer, it was just too perfect for the old movie. I don't really want to pull the paper, so we're just going to take our time. Oh, you're waiting a box. Well, that's like Christmas. I am ready too, Leslie. Christmas crafting is the best. One more. These aren't too bad. We have a crying dog. He must be shut up at the top of the stairs. So I hope you guys don't hear him. He's not being abused, I promise. Yeah, I loved this new collection. It was so bright and cheery. They really went bright. And if you love the Hey Pumpkin, be sure to visit our designer. Jennifer made the cutest album. See how cute that is? So I can remove that. And I'll take off this temporary sticky, which makes it so nice. And I do carry it, the big gun and the refills in the store. So see, that's the polka dot side. It's cute too. There is the front of our house. And let me put this away. Oh, thank you. Well, I miss being here. But the retreat's over, so be ready. We've got a lot of videos. I've got a lot of videos I need to do with you guys. We got to get caught up. Okay, we got to work a little bit fast because this dries fast. Linda, I know it was just March. And for me, I don't know about you guys, but this is one of the fastest years that has flown by. Okay, now one thing I do, even though you're not going to see a lot of this, just like it was wood, I kind of go around the edges with my file. And the dogs are going to go off. So be ready, you guys. I'm sorry. My granddaughter's coming in the door. Well, you're welcome. Thank you for saying so, Linda. Oh, I need to get both sides. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to grab my windows. So cute. Again, you do have, oh, you don't on here. So another way, if you don't have the die, you could just take like 1/8 of an inch and cut some strips of black. It would be a little tedious, yes, but you could do it. The die just makes it so much nicer, and you can use these for other things. That's what I like. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't need that glue, but that's okay. It'll just dry. We only need to go around the edge. Bring up the back. You guys, I feel like I'm building a house. Isn't it cute? And you're going to cut 5 out of the, oh, when you're cutting your windows, use your 6x12 piece that is in your kit. I really love this die, even though it took a little bit. To cut everything. And yes, there's going to be a Christmas house. So you guys hang in there. We're going to do a Christmas house also and a farmhouse. You know what? There's not, Nikki. I wish there was. You know what? Do you ever I had this weird dream though. Why does it seem to me like there is, but there isn't? I mean, I know they have a small house. Hi, Jen. How are you? Sorry about the background noise, guys. It's leaving here soon. I started late because we have so many international friends, and especially Nikki. I hate for you getting up at 3 in the morning. Nikki is clear in Dubai. I hope she doesn't mind me saying. And so she is so sweet. She gets up at 3 and 3:30. She was doing that during the virtual retreat. And I felt so bad. I'm like, we got to do this. We got to do this a little bit later for her. Okay, let me show you. We're not going to do these all right now. These are our little window box. And here's why. I want to pop those up on foam tape. You can lay them down flat, but what we're going to do is, see the little grass? So the little grass, I'm going to glue that on first. And then we're going to have pumpkins and a kitty in here. And again, you can choose whatever you like. And so what I want to do though, and I don't want to mess it up, we're going to pop these up on foam. So now you've got basically the gist of the outside of our house. Now we want to put the yellow in there. So we're going to kind of skip around here just a little bit because It doesn't really matter. Let me show you. You have two pieces of 8604. This is 8604. The back is the stars. And what we're going to do, we're just going to take this now and we're going to cut out 5 houses from it. We'll just set them in a pile till we get to them, but we need one for the back of our house that we just cut out. So cute. And for this, it doesn't matter. Just grab one of your houses, and I'm going to grab my back cover because it's the nice heavy one. And what we're going to do is we're just going to draw it, but I'm going to cut this off at 7 inches. The other piece, the second piece, don't cut off because you need it, or it can be from the first 2. It doesn't matter, but I'm just going to go hair over 7. And I like to still double check. Let's just go ahead and cut our 5s. So we want 2 5-inch pieces. And I'm staying right here true to the cutout because we do need a piece. And then from this one, you're going to need a 1 1/4. Again, it's on your cutting guide. Put my scraps here. And it's going to be 5 1/4 long. And it looks like we're going to be using that for a flag. So for this little guy, it's right here. And I'm just going to cut up the center 1/2 inch or so. It could be 3/4. It doesn't have to be exact. And then we're just going to go corner to center. And we have our little flag. Now, if you have a punch, that works too. But that's quick. So now we already have our width. And I did mine hair long on purpose. So I'm just going to lay this down. A lot quicker than drawing. And it seems like just yesterday, all of a sudden it's dark before 7. There's no playing ball anymore outside with Homer. He's confused. Okay. Might need to be trimmed, but that's okay. Now we're going to put that on our house. Now the reason being, you do need it there. A couple of reasons. That's the back of the house. And see how it shows through? And it does not have instructions in here for, doing anything to the back of it. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, it does. This is where I got myself messed up. Yellow shows through. This becomes page 1. So, and Look, they even give you the orientation. That makes it so you can just do it yourself, right? And here's where everything just lays down here. So that becomes the back of page 1. So we're going to go ahead and attach this, making sure it's right. And we'll trim it. Who else has their album all done? Oh, it does it get okay? I was wondering about that, Nikki. I was going to ask you, does it get dark early for you? Oh, one thing. And are you in winter? Because I know like Australia is going into summer. Don't worry about your holes, because at the end we're going to take the back cover before we make it, and we're going to punch all of our holes. So you don't even have to worry about that right now. You know, I should know my geography and all that better, but I don't. I only know Australia, and I'll tell you why. When I was in nursing, that's one thing we learned in school is the United States is going into winter. They're going into summer. So they've already had winter. So that's how we make our flu shots. And that was one of my, well, that was all of our classes usually in nursing when we've been so long. But anyway, that was one of the big things. That's one of the big things that stuck with me, right? You would think more would stick with me, but because that I found super interesting. I use art glitter glue, Lori, and that's all I use. Sometimes I'll use score tape, but I like the art glitter glue. It dries faster than the other name brands, and it's just easy to work with. I use it for wood. My designers use it for metal. They use it for everything. But, okay, we are getting at the crucial time. The only thing with art glitter glue, it freezes. So we are getting kind of at the end of the season. You guys need to get stocked up on your art glitter glue. I do ship it in the winter, but we put hand warmers in there for you to keep it warm. And we wrap it in insulation. Now, if it gets too cold this year, I won't be able to do that. I shouldn't say, because the company frowns upon it because they don't want their product to freeze. But I haven't had it freeze the way we package it and put warmers in there. So if you get glue because you forgot to buy it, yes, Allison, I agree. Then you get a package of art glitter glue, and there's some funny looking stuff in there. It's hand warmers. Okay, there's my cute little house. Now, I got some white showing, and if that bothers you, then you just get out your ink. This one's just scorched timber. Oh, in black? Oh, I don't know. That would be kind of cool, huh? So see, I'm just going to go around my edges. I don't usually ink my pretty like pinks and yellows, but I need to ink this because my house, I did get a little bit short in a couple of places. But you can definitely grunge this up. Hi, Leanne. They are. This was a kit that Doodlebug put together. So, but oh, your imagination, just let your imagination run. It'll be really easy and fun to put together. Okay, see this little guy? Now he's going to go on the top, and we are going to kind of go back here. And we're going to cut it from here. Now, I'm going to cut this. Let me show you the angles right here, and I'm going to be going straight across because the guide comes with the kit. It's a whole album kit. You can purchase it at Country Craft Creations. Right now, this one I'm out of. I'm getting more. This one, we have plenty in stock. The Hello Again. The ribbons and the die, if you would like to get the die, they are separate. And you will get a package of assorted ribbons. But the guide does come in the whole kit. I can't sell it separate because it's not mine. Okay. Your top. So if you come over here, it's this 5 by 2 inch piece here where we're going to cut it straight off. Another thing, you can also glue this down, but I wouldn't. So I'm just going to lay it here at the top. You can just cut the sides too, but you have angles. I know it says on your cutting guide 5 by 2, but we've got to cut this angle here. It's not going to be perfectly straight. I'm just going to cut it across there because we're going to trim that. Now, this is where, see, it's almost 2. See, it's going to hang over your scallop. So I need to trim it just a little bit. It's not straight. Here's the fun thing though. Once you purchase the kit, now the kit will come with the house, or you can purchase the houses separate. Those instructions, you can use them and just change the paper and kind of, use your imagination and have it for over and over again. Now I did show you, and I'll grab that one, my cute little scallop. So you can put this on top. You can put this underneath. Let me show you. You can also put it perfectly on the little scallops. Now, if you do that, you got to cut this shorter. Or you can just put this on. I'm just going to use my temporary. We do need to do the back side because it's kind of free flowing there. And see, we're going to add this to the top and just let it hang over the edge like so. Okay. So you do want to cut another piece. They're only showing one. No, I think there's going to be 2. For the back, or you can glue it down. I'm going to glue mine down. Perfect. Yeah, I'm going to glue it down to the front like you did, Lori. Thank you. Because we're not going to mess with that back. So I'll glue this down so it hangs over, and then I'll trim it. Okay, we're going to let that dry for a second. Isn't it cute? Right here, the scallop, that dye's worth it. I'm telling you, because that's not one that's going to be easy to cut. And then we can glue it right down on top of the house. And I should have paid more attention here. Round him off. Yeah, the dyes are a must. Now, if you're worried about the holes and you don't have a crocodile, you might want to make sure you've got them matched up pretty good. I have a big punch one, so I'm not too worried because it's going to go through all this. And when we line up our pattern, it'll be fine. Now, if you're worried about using the back, I'm going to show you a trick. So we're going to just glue that down. Okay, so if you want to take this packaging that let me show you. Take your packaging and I'm going to cut a 3-inch just because I want it to be bigger. We're going to cut a 3-inch piece. Oh, and then we're going to cut it 5 inches. Let me put this side so I can see it better. This way you're going to have a forever template. I'm not even cutting it through. Oh, I'll show you my, I have the big bite. And it's expensive, but it's worth it. I mean, it goes through leather, it goes through everything. There's my template. It's this guy. I'm going to just put it on the big one. And then I'm actually just going to keep this. and I'll put it up in my file thing here. See, now I have just a template, so I can use this. Then come back here to my house. And it goes right through it like butter. Oh, yeah, this one you'll use this on. Oh my gosh, I use it for everything. I don't even get out my small one. And then even for setting the brads. I don't put brads in these. I've tried, unless you have some super long brads. Okay, now I can put this back. Then I can put this in the packaging with the die, and I have a permanent template. Hi, Marcy. Okay, so our little house now is ready. And let's go ahead and cut the rest of these. I had 2 pieces. And I only cut one. Does anybody else know where it went? Oh, good heavens. How do you lose paper? Of course I lost it. Okay, well, let's just move on and cut. We'll cut one more from here. I know, but I thought I had another piece. Rhonda, I'm glad you're watching what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to cut this at 7. And we need to cut 2 more after this. 3 more. So we're going to use our second sheet. Yeah, I think you guys are right. Okay, we can cut off our header at 5. And we're good to go. This is the only monotonous thing, is we have to cut every single house piece. And I'm just going to use this one for my pattern. Now from this one is where we're going to cut 3. We needed 5 all together. So that'll be my bottom piece. This one we'll cut down to 7. And then 2 5-inch pieces. And make sure you're keeping your scraps. And 7. So this is just leftover, but you might need it. Put it to the back. Yeah, a die for this would be really nice. You know what? Make a template of your house. Because you might want to add more pages. Now, if it's a little bit over, I just leave it till I'm ready to trim it. These houses also make really cute banners. So if you want to take this and make the pages into a Halloween banner, super cute. Okay, so we have these 5. We're just going to set these aside because we don't need them right now. And now we can go ahead and get back in order because we've already got the basics for the front. And we just want to decorate. But let's go ahead and get everything cut out. And really, it doesn't take a long time. It just seems like it. I'm just going to show you how I cut papers. You can cut it any way you want, but I always like these bottom squares where they're 5 inches. I'm going to take those off first. That's always where I make my mistakes. And so you guys know where you make a mistake. So because that's where I know my mistake will be made is on these squared pieces. We're going to cut those first. So you need a 4 by 5 and you need a 5 by 2 3/4 and a 4 3/4. And I'm telling you, their instructions are just amazing. This piece you can throw away or you can hang on to. And then we're going to cut, like I said, before I do the house. So now I'm going to cut a 1 1/4 by 6. And that looks like that's going to be our cute little banner that goes across the top of our house. Nope, there is one on there, but that's not the piece. So just so I know what this is and I don't end up cutting it or using it for a scrap, I'm just going to cut up about a 1/2 inch, corner to inside and corner to inside. That's what I do so I don't cut into it. Because I'll be like, oh, look, a scrap. Next thing I know, I cut it. And then I don't have it anymore. So our next piece is going to be a 4-inch piece. And it's going to be 5 1/2 inches long. Then we can cut our banner, which is 5 by 7. So it's already 7 by 5. That one is a scrap piece. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to make a pile. Oh, yes. Oh, you know what? I don't like the Tim Holtz scissors, and I never have. I know. I've got a pair in my drawer, but we use them for cutting wires and things. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a Tim Holtz tool fan, and I'm sorry. Don't unfriend me for this, guys. I didn't think I'd like these because they're so big, but it's the handle that's big. And it's very easy to maneuver. I still love these. I have 4 pair, but I lose my thumb in there. And I'm even able to fussy cut with these. But they are sharp, extremely sharp. They will draw blood. and they're angled for different purposes. And I did show in one video when I was fussy cutting, I turn them over because it's very narrow at that tip. Absolutely love them. My Tim Holtz just aren't my favorite, other than heavy duty things, wires, heavy duty. So for the house, I'm just going to set these little guys aside so that we don't have to, mess with those right now. So we've got our next one is our Hey Pumpkin with the stripe. But I have to tell you something. They gave us a 6x12. 85. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's a 85.94 on your papers. And I'm wrong. Of course. There it is. With that diagonal stripe. You've got a lot of this one left over. So we're just going to cut it at 7. And then this is cute. 2 5-inch pieces. This paper makes me so happy. Okay. So that's going to go over my house pile. That's going to go on my scrap pile. And I'm just working my way down. So our next one is Sabrina's socks. I thought that was so cute. And we are doing the stripe, but if you notice, the stripe goes this way. So if you have any questions, go back to your instruction. I mean, your colored pictures, and we're going to double check. Okay. See, the stripes do go this way. They don't go that way. So on our page 11 and 12, they're going this way. It's one of those little things that to watch for. So in the instructions, see, it shows the stripes going horizontal and not vertical. So we want to cut. I'm going to cut the banner off because my house, see, I want it to go this way, so I'm going to turn it this way. We're going to cut it at 7. That's a scrap, which is good because look how cute. So I have this left and this one left. And then we'll cut it at 5. And again at 5. And back to scrap. So those went into my house pile because we cut 2 houses. This little guy here, the bubble gum, I've already cut. That was my windows, and that was my door and my scallop. And I'll tell you, when it went through, it got kind of smashed. So you do need a 1 1/4 by 6 1/2-inch piece. I don't think this is long enough. Oh, yes, it is. And it's 6 1/2, not long enough. Okay. Let's cut another one. And I kind of smushed it. When it went through the die machine, it really got smushed. So let's take it out of the middle because we don't need any more of this. And 6 1/2. And then once again, I'm going to go ahead and cut my little pendant or flag. I love that they get right up into the corner. Love that. Okay, so that can go in that pile. Or actually, it would be safer. I put the little ones in here. Okay, now my green is cut. And the reason it's cut, I needed to cut my grass, like I explained in the beginning, and I cut them wrong. So I am still going to make them work. I ended up not being able to get my 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. Now we want to go to Eek. It is your 6 by 12 in your kit. And we're going to cut an 8 by an 8.5, and it is directional. See, our spiders go all one way. So let's go ahead and cut 8.5 first. And I'm not sure where we're putting this one. And 5. Super cute. Okay, let's turn the page. I do wish there was page numbers, but we can put those on ourselves. The next one is the 8601, the jack-o'-lantern. We have polka dots on one side, pumpkins on the other. So I'm just going to cut, let me show you, a 5-inch piece, because part of it is for our house, by 7. So I'll set that with our house papers. And then we're going to cut a 5 by 2.5. And that's going in my use pile. And that's scrap. So I have 3 piles. What we're going to use, my scraps to my right, and then my house. Now we need one more piece. And the rest is scraps. So you can cut it like the diagram and cut into it, but I don't. I'm going to cut it at 5. And then 3.5. 3.5 is the piece that you're going to use. And these are leftovers. Okay, let's go to our plaid right here. Those are house pieces. And it's 8603. And that Q border on the back. Just go ahead and cut that down to 7. Because we don't use this. And 2 5-inch pieces. And that we don't use, as far as I know. Okay, I've already cut. Oh, no, I've got one more. Sorry. Pumpkin patch plaid is $85.97. Now, I need to show you something. They're wanting us to also use this cut apart, this cut apart, and this cut apart. But we're also going to cut 2 of the houses out of here. Hold on a minute. Did we get, oh, never mind. We did get 2 of these. I should have checked that first. So we're okay. But I don't want to cut it, but we have to. So looks like we're going to cut 7 on the first one. We're going to have all the cute words, so you do have some to use. And then 5 and 5. We'll put these aside in our house pile. It doesn't matter because you're not going to save the words. Now the black, I've already cut that. That was my window boxes. And it was a 6 by 12 piece, I believe. But it's in your kit. It's just a partial piece. And we only needed it. No, it was a 6 by 6. We only needed it for those dies. Okay. This one, isn't it cute? $85.96. The Beautiful Boutique. This is just for our houses. So cute with the candies in there. So go ahead and cut a 7 and then 2 5-inch pieces. We have enough left over for a little folio. Or if you want to make a pattern and put more houses, you can make a few more pages or a banner. Okay, now we'll do those cut apart. So let's go ahead with our cut apart sheet. Remove the bottom. So we're going to cut this one, Trick or Treat, and of course the middle one, right? We're not using this for anything else. So I'm just going to cut this whole strip. I'm not going to go in there and try and cut out the centers. So we'll use the kitty. We're going to use the Trick or Treat. And we can save those for cards or anything else. These little cute ones. And then this is going to be much easier to cut out our kitty. Our October 31st. Or you can totally cut these apart if you want. Which I should have just cut it down the center. More cute words. Great for cards. Or Halloween baskets. Anything. Or Halloween tags. See, we're almost there, guys. It doesn't really take long with their instructions. They're awesome. Okay, we've got your 6x12. It is directional. So we're going to cut a 5x7 and a 5x3.5. So I'm just going to go 7 and then 5. And it is directional, so watch your directions. So 5 and then 3 1/2. Nope, that's the one we want to use. Okay. Now we want the stars with the yellow. And we already did those. So never mind. We've already done these two. Oh yeah, and we've already done the gray. So we've got stone gray. And you know, to be honest with you, I thought that was we've got this nice 6x6 piece. You're going to have extras. All you need to cut is 1 3/4. That's extra. And then a 2.5-inch piece. That's it. Not sure where we're putting that one, but okay. Next one is your 6x12. Again, that's going to be a house and a 5x2. So I'm thinking the 5x2s are pockets. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this at 9. And then 5. And I'll have this nice strip I can use for anything else. And then 7. And that will leave me with 2. So that goes to my house pile. Oh, this is, I think that's last year's. I think. Okay, now we're on to our black. Now I've already cut the windows. And so this piece I've already done, except for this is what I had left. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my 4 1/4 by 5 1/4 from the leftover. For the photo mats, I'm pretty sure. And then this one is 3 and 3 5/8. Okay, from this guy, you have 2 pieces of the black. We're going to cut this one down to 4 inches. No, we're not. We're going to do I always do the bottom. I'm going to do this bottom first. I'm going to cut it at 5. I don't usually start at the top. And then these are just 4-inch pieces for photo mats. And they are just 4 inches. Now we can cut this at 5 1/2. Again, you can cut this any way you want. When you look at the guide, for me, this is the best way that we don't make mistakes. Like I did on the green. And these are 4 by 5 1/2, and you want 2 of those. And the last one is 4 by 4. So you just have to cut that 1 1/2 inch off. And the rest is white. So I'm not going to cut the white right now. You've got 3 sheets of white, because what I'm going to do is cut out my house, and I want to decorate the front with you, because the rest of it, you know, is pretty easy to walk through. But I did want to cut all these pattern papers, because, you know, just so you don't mess them up like me. But you've also got these really nice white, and you'll want to cut those for all the photo mats on the inside. Okay, we're going to go back now, and we're just going to cut out all of our pieces. Uh-oh. Don't you might cut him too short. No. I think I cut everybody else too long. I mean, too wide. Seems odd. But we're going to go ahead and all my pieces then that I put down for the house, I'm just going to cut them. We're going to get those ready. Does anybody have their house out working with me? I know it's kind of late in some places. Again, don't worry if it's too wide, because when you go to, after we glue it, you can always trim it or just use your file. We have quite a few pieces. Yeah, remember, it's really easy, super easy walkthrough when you go to create yours. Now, most of the time, okay, these we know it's going to be the orange front. Yes, and I have used this one. I'm not kidding. It is the only self-healing mat I know of. I've used this one for 5 years, more than 5 years. The same one. Actually, I've got a new one in the bag. I thought, I need to change it. Then I got to looking at this one. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with it. It does get scrubbed a lot. I take it up and scrub it in hot water and Dawn soap. And it doesn't, nothing comes up. And when I'm pushing down, I'm pushing down. But it's true self-healing. It's solid. Yes, and I have them in stock online at Country Craft Creations. So we sold quite a few at the past retreat, but there was still some in stock. Okay, one thing I want to check is this pumpkin paper, because I do like to, you know what? It does. Well, let me tell you, Leanne, it'll fit other scoreboards, but this has the I mean, it'll sit there, because I know I have a Martha Stewart. It's not closed on, it's open on the end. But it stays pretty well, and I use it with my Caterpillar one. I just want to see what side they used on our cute little pumpkin here, because it looks like the dots. Okay. And you can just use it on your work surface. The reason I looked, I like to make sure, because it's going to go on the front, right? But I like to make sure I cut it on the front, so that just in case there could be a size difference of even just a little bit. But that's super easy to trim. And we already know that these guys are going to be the stripe side. I love the name, Sabrina's Socks, that they named this paper. Yeah, I leave this here. I work with my keyboard here. I don't ever take it off of my desk. I never move it. We're almost there. Let's double check our ghosts. Our little ghosty guys. So it looks like that one's going to be the front. And okay, we have a little issue here. This one is directional. Okay, when we get to these two guys, we've got a directional issue. So what we want to do is cut. See how one will go this way? I mean, they both go that way, but it's when our book is flipped up. So make sure that you check that with this gray one. And this one is fine this way. And look at that. This is our last one. Okay, we got those all cut. And I'm going to go back now to our cover. And let's do our cover. And then, like I mentioned, everything is pretty I know it goes quickly, and it is super fun. So I want to come back to my house and everything that I've cut with my dies, because I've got the yellow on now. I don't have to worry about smashing that up. So with the house die, I cut that. See these little guys right here? Well, I'm going to double mine up. Okay. Those are the little squares, and you also have that little pattern, but I cut 2 of each because I want to make them look a little bit raised. You can also use foam if you want. I'm just going to double them. And I'm not one of those that work with little teeny tiny things. But these are so cute. And then you'll notice too, they have a little bit with the die embossing, you'll get a little bit raised edge. Okay, our windows, not our windows, but these little decorative pieces. So yeah, I don't know if I would hand cut these. It would be worth. Oh, Rhonda, you could, yes, you could do them in a different color. You could use the stripes. So you could be one of those very decorative houses who likes to paint their door. And that would be me. I have mine all stained and distressed, some of them on the bedrooms. Goodness, you wouldn't think my family would be texting me. Oh, it's my daughter though, my grandson. Apparently, there's a girl that likes him. He's only 14. He's too little. Okay, so this little guy's going to fit right inside there. I'm going to glue that. I mean, how fun is this little project? You could also cut these out and give these to a little one and, have a little extra house and let them decorate it. That's a super cute idea. As a matter of fact, for the grandkids, just cut out a whole bunch of these pieces with your die and let them go to town. Okay, get some tweezers. I think that's going to be easier. Oh, okay. So these are supposed to be down here. And this is going to be fun getting them straight. But you know, it's a haunted house, so they don't have to be straight. You know what? I want to get some cobwebs in here though. You know, the little cobwebs you can buy just in the dollar store? We need to do some cobwebs in here. And that's the fun thing. You can go as rogue as you like. So line those up. Oh, good. Oh, Tanya, that's great. She works her little hiney off. I'm glad you're crafting. Are you doing your house too? You guys, how cute is that? Okay, in your kit. I am so glad you are. Let's see. Oh, I moved them over here. Hope I haven't lost them. In your kit, you have these little teeny, let me see here. Uh-oh. I may have. You've got a strip of little black dots because we want a little black dot for a doorknob. I don't have mine, but you've also got some here. So we're going to take these off of our puppy icons. Let me move my puppy stickers. And let's see. But actually, see, what did they say? Oh, it did come from the puppy stickers. Okay, while you guys are cutting, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to put you on mute, but it's time for a potty break. Yes, it was time for a potty break. Don't laugh, Tiffany. Okay, little doorknob. It does come from here. And I'm going to take this one right up, right at the top. I always use glue. Always. So we're going to put him right here. Okay, So we're going to start at the top. And we did have that orange. Remember that little orange piece we cut? And we didn't cut this one though. We need to get this piece right here. It has the plaid, the October 31st. This is going to go across here, and we do want to watch out for the holes. I'm going to cut my October 31st out. Oh, it was for me, Nikki. It was for me. Because we've been going here for now an hour and a half, and that's about the limit. And there was no more waiting. Have you ever been crafting and you feel like that kid playing outside that you don't want to go inside because mom says you have to go inside and go? And you're like, no, I don't want to stop playing. That's how I am with crafting. I don't want to. Now, you can put all of this down flat. I don't want it flat. Actually, I'm going to be using these on my window box. I am going to pop these little guys up. And because they're not, I mean, it's just on the cardstock. You can mat these, but I'm just going to use quite a few of my foam squares. And that's going to give it the structure it needs so it won't tear. This is also going to be cute sitting on a shelf in your house. Put pictures of the dogs or the kids. And now if you haven't punched your holes, remember you need to stay down by the edge because you've got those holes. Okay, now I'm going to do the window boxes. Get rid of this. Isn't it coming alive? It's so cute when it starts to come alive. Okay, so let's grab our pieces here. And again, the window boxes, I am going to go ahead and ink the edges because when I die cut them, it's a little rough on the edges. And remember, you've got plenty of scraps. If you want your door to be orange or a different color, black, you don't have to use what is on your kit. Or if you have the house and you're following along, but you don't have the Halloween that I'm using because you've got one of the others, it's still going to be adorable. Now, don't forget, if you have the house, you do have these little pattern pieces on that piece of paper. They're just going to take a little more patience. Okay, I'm going to take the green. Actually, that wasn't black ink. You know what that was? Actually, that one I just grabbed was scorched timber. So I've been using mocha. I don't have a black right here at my desk, so I've just been using what's in my desk. See, I don't do well with little things. So you could also use a gray. brown. Okay, glue. Wow, I'm telling you. Okay, it's going to go in here this way. Okay, that's what we're going to do to our window boxes. We're going to use our fingers. So again, this doodlebug project is also a fun one. If you don't want to have to follow like a tutorial or a crop, it's going to be a great project for this. Yeah, you'd be amazed at how many inks do look good that aren't like the scorched timber. It's just fine. And I'm one of those that will just grab whatever color. Of course, I wouldn't grab red, but if it's one of the, dark colors like a brown or a dark, dark, dark green like the scorched timber, kind of a grayish green. It's cute when you get the grass on. I mean, they're cute anyway. And it goes up here on the long side. You'll see that your window box is a little bit angled. Okay. So I better go the full length. Again, you don't have to put these up on a foam tape. But I just like the way it pops them up under the window. Okay, so those are ready to go on. Now, a couple of things you can do. We want to grab our puffy stickers, because on our puffy sticker, let me see, these guys, these little pumpkins here, it looks like I'm trying to see this little pumpkin here. It doesn't matter. I'm not seeing this little one. I guess it looks like this one. Now, he's kind of sitting on top of the grass. I'm pretty sure that's the one. And I'm going to go ahead and add. Oh, you like the foam tape? I like the foam tape too. I'm going to add some adhesive there. And sit this little guy. Whoops, maybe. Still going to add adhesive. Okay, this one you might, yeah, I think we're going to have to put, so it kind of sits there on the window since we're creating these up higher. He needs to have that to there you go, to kind of rest on the window. Cute, cute. Then we've got the kitty. And this one is just, well, you want it to look out the window. Yeah, I'm going to adhere my kitty right to the center there. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's just coming alive. I love it. Then this little guy. Kind of stuck. There we go. So the same thing. Let me just get a little bit of foam tape back here. So I think I'll put this down first. Now I want window boxes like this on my house. Super cute. No, that's fine. Okay, window boxes at the bottom. Well, we're going to be adding some flowers, so we're just going to put our window box down. But first, I'm going to put down these guys. And then we're going to put the flowers around our little planter box thing. Okay, come on. And looks like one kind of hangs over the door. So let's get out our holes. Oh my gosh, aren't these cute? So these are going to stick down first. And it looks like they were cut just about to the top here of our window box. And you can save that if you want. And really, I'm going to put this on foam so that it also sits up. Kind of comes over the door frame a little bit. And we'll do the same thing with the second one. Okay, let's kind of get those the same height. It doesn't have to be perfect because we have a button that's going there. I know, this is really cute. It's one of those projects you can just sit and do and don't have to rewind and figure out what size went here. It's just like playing dolls, paper dolls. Okay. Now let's grab our orange flowers. Oh, wait, those are, no, that's them. So, because I've added foam tape, I have to add foam tape now to this, or it won't sit above our flower box. So you'll have to add foam tape to the elements when you add foam tape. I hope that makes sense, because it won't sit right. So cute. Super cute. Now we can go ahead and add all of these little flowers. And I add glue to everything. And there goes Charlotte. Can you guys hear her? It's her midnight howl. And there goes Homer. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but they're out there howling. And yellow. Look at the calico. So there she goes. Isn't that cute? Okay, we need a bat. We need a couple of bats. Have a bat right here. See how quick and, well, not quick. I mean, there's some piecing to this, but how easy their instructions are. I'm going to have him hang over the door a little bit. And then we need a spider. Now, the spider, these don't look like the spiders. Hold on. Oh, those are the spiders. Because one thing is, it shows the spiders. It just doesn't say where they came from. And they do have like a white string. You'll notice on your instruction sheets. So, Lori, did you use the spiders from here? They don't look like the same spiders, but we're using them. We got another bat. My roof, it just is going to depend on where your roof comes down. Oh, Homer he's the boy, and he has such a different, it's just really cute. A funny little, yeah. Okay, over the window here. Spiders are up top. No. Spiders are, no. Did you say no to these? Tiff, are you talking about these ones? Because these are the sticker spiders. That's one thing they're not pointing to is which spider. So it doesn't matter which spider. But right now, let's do the ghosts. These ghosts are just adorable. Because these have P on them. See where it says P? Whoops. P is your puffy stickers. Oh, okay. The spiders from the sticker sheet. And did you just kind of draw a line? Because they have a white. We can do that with our white pencil. Kind of close to the bat. I got my bat too close, but you know what? It doesn't matter. So cute. So let's do this bottom. Then we'll get back to our spiders. The grass. And I'm just going to cut it. You know, it's actually extended over the side, but I'm not. So down goes the grass, and I'll worry about it hanging over the edge in a moment. You're not really going to see much of it. And we cut 2 of them. Okay, she used a white gel, excuse me, white gel pen, and I just tore my grass in half, which is okay because we don't see much of it. Ooh, be careful, guys. It's a little delicate. Okay, let's grab a pumpkin. He's so cute. Oh, careful with the stem. And then we've got we have something pink there. I'm not seeing that pink thing. Right there. Because I'm not seeing that one. So we'll just take our pick. But it says P. This is really odd. Does anybody see this little guy right here? On here? There at the top. Well, I'm going to pick something else. Oh, the normal stickers. Oh, the normal stickers. This one. Oh, never mind. I now see it. Okay, there he is. Gumdrop. Whoa, they make it hard, huh? So I'm just going to go under the... I guess we should have started on the left-hand side. So we'll lift our little pumpkin up a little bit. We're going to need the green one. Nope, it says P. Nope, it's got to be this one. You guys, there's a green one of these. I see the pink one. I see the yellow one. I'm not seeing the green one. There's the green one. Oh, good Lord. It's not that difficult. So the green one, and then we need a puffy candy corn. So cute. So this time we'll start this way. Puffy candy corn. Let's do our pumpkin first. And it looks like I may have used the wrong pumpkin on the other one too, but it don't matter. This one has his little eyes closed. I'm going to use the little fat one. We're going rogue. Green one. And the pink one. Yay, I found it. Yeah, you're having fun watching me look for everything. Okay. Like I said, it's not going to turn out like the book because, I mean, like this one. Because we all kind of do things different. So let's put him here. He's one of our sticker spiders. And then our white gel pen, which I just had out a few minutes ago. Oh, yes. And we can also make, you can make some other little projects with it. So we're just going to add our little spiders. And if you do it right, you'll get your little web instead of angled straight down. And you don't really see it. But it's there. And then one more at the door. This one we'll see. And that, see, it does take a while, but that is now the cover. And when you flip it up, you have page 1. Whoops. So that's as far as I'm going to go because I wanted to mostly show, well, I wanted to show you how we cut, but let's kind of walk through now our pages. So if you are looking, of course, here's your cover. So cute. Just a really cute cover. I've already done my rings. When I flip this over, this is page 1. And now Wilbur is snoring. Page 1. So then this is going to be your next one. Now, all you have to do is follow. You can see how super easy all this is. And then we already cut where it's upside down. So page 3 is going to be when you flip it up. It's the back, even though they named it as page 3. And then page 4. Now, see here, they use the icon stickers, the this and that sticker. I'm not sure why they, because, oh, your this and that sticker is your big sheet, is why. This one's your this and that. So you've got both of them in there. Yeah, he snores really bad at night. My husband has smacked me at night before, thinking it's me, and it's not. It's Wilbur snoring. Again, super easy. We've already cut all these pieces. See how it says journaling, journaling, journaling? That's on your instruction sheet to cut all the white. You won't actually have the papers with journaling. That's for you to write in. So you'll just cut that from your white paper. So super fun, super easy now to follow through. We got everything cut and we got our cover made. So you guys now are ready to go. Isn't it adorable? And again, this one is normal. I don't have any more in stock, but I do have them coming. Could you guys really hear him snoring? These beagles, I'm telling you, they're just part human. Again, anywhere it says journaling, 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 that's just for you to write. That's your little journaling card, okay? My favorite page. I love this one. Look at the icon sticker. Favorite. Again, journal about your Halloween night or your little Halloween party, whatever. Or if you dressed your doggies up. Now your last page will be that, where we set it up in the beginning. See our very back one, and how cute is that with the ghost going off into the wonderland. But I do want to show you. Okay, I want to show you what we're going to work on next week. So be sure, if you get your books finished, and if you want to do it where it's just a general, I think Tanya should be working. I think she's got this one. I can't remember if she's got this one or the Halloween one. A little bit different set of instructions, but this kit is available. Super, super quick, cute. Again, super easy to follow instructions. And again, you can look at the cover and say, I want more decoration, because you've got plenty of decorations in there. So next week, sorry about all this mess, we are going to do our Christmas planner. I am using the brand new, so you don't have to use this, but it's the brand new paper roses woodland forest. Yeah, woodland. That's what it's called, with all the little woodland animals. Who else works on something and then you can't find what you've been working on? Well, my papers are here, but I can't find them. It's the woodland forest. I'm not done. I got to decorate the cover, but every year I do a Christmas planner, and I have every single one of them, but I want to show you a couple of things. We'll probably start this can't remember. I think Wednesday. No, I've got the date on my calendar. I'll get it posted in Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. So we've got the trees here. It's super cute, paper roses. And I did use our glitter paper because I just wanted some really pretty shiny stuff with it. The calendar. These are on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. They're the 2024. They are in the files. And you'll print off a sheet of them. They're free. And that's going to be part of our planner. And another thing you can print off, just go into the files and I will show you how to cut these. So if you will print these, I'm using, these were free. And I don't think the lady who makes them has her site anymore, but we still have them available, and you'll print them out on the sheet and I will show you how to cut them. And we'll put them, look how cute. But you can use, I am going to actually be using the Uniquely Creative, the Blue Christmas on the next one. And then we've got stocking stuffers. And we'll make these little booklets, and then they're going to just fit into the pocket. One thing, I made a pocket because also I like to be able to hide these so that people just can't. A lot of times I'll have my planner out and I'll actually just grab these out when I go shopping, or when you shop online, because we can't find anything in the stores. And then we'll have a cute little planner side. Again, November, December. I always include November for Thanksgiving. A place for, you know what, last year I realized I really do want a place for photos. Um, for instance, I kept asking my husband, how did we set up for Thanksgiving? He don't remember. We didn't take a picture. Well, now I'm going to take a picture, and I'm also going to take a picture of my Christmas tree because I always think I'm going to remember, and I want to remember what I decorated with. Um, well, I could do that for you, Nikki, and cut the chipboard, but it's super. It's one pack of paper and some glitter, but I can put that together for you. Yes. This little slot, because I do gift cards for the kids. I need a place to put those gift card receipts until after Christmas. And then again, I wanted a few photo places, or you can put another calendar here, anything like that. And then when we open it again, so we've got this cute little flippy flap, and then a pocket for the menu, because we do a Christmas dinner. I mean, a Christmas party. So I know it's on the menu. If we do an employees party, different things like that. And we can, yeah, and I can print these out for you, Nikki. And then I'll show you guys how to cut them. And look how cute. That's the little mouse on the paper. And then we'll have this pocket. And I think you already have this ribbon because of the card kit. But I have all of these, all of mine. I'll have to do a video and show you guys, because I do keep them every year. I like to be able to go back and just see, what I bought, what I did, what the kids got or what they didn't like. And then we'll just put it together in our 2024 Christmas planner that you can either take out your shopping list when you're either downstairs, ordering online on the computer, right? You go to the store. I got to decorate the cover. But this is what we're going to make next week. If you have leftover Christmas paper, you can use that. Or you can use, it just took 6 pieces of paper. Well, for instance, here's one from a long time ago that I had made. This one was bigger, and I had made this one. And so I found out I didn't need one this big. This one was kind of a big Christmas planner, and we need a small. I've made many over the years. You can find them on my YouTube. But I did use 1 sheet of ruby glit, and I did use 1 sheet of sugar crystal. This glitter paper is amazing. And then the black artisan cardstock and your couple pieces of chipboard. And then you've got yourself also a great keepsake. Pop it in your Christmas boxes, and then, maybe one day when somebody's going through your stuff, they'll see your memories. So I have about 5 of them. So we'll be making this next week, and it'll probably take 2 classes, but we'll do 2 classes, and that's what we're going to work on. So guys, have fun. We're going to go from Halloween to Christmas. Super, super fun. And again, you don't have to have brand new spanking paper if you have leftovers from last year, or if you want, because for me, I love to start start Christmas with the new paper, because it's also a reminder to me what was put out that year. So it was so good crafting with you guys, even though it was just a little craft along. We'll get back to building. This is kind of, how we tell our kids, go do a quiet project, a quiet book. This is an adult quiet project, right? Something that you can do just when you don't want to have to do. You want to craft, but you don't want a big project. And look, you have so much left over that we've got cards. One of Tiffany's little folios are fabulous. So thanks for joining me tonight. And I know I kept a lot of you late up on Friday nights, but we will see you next week. Bye-bye.